Let's proceed with the assessment. Okay. So paano ka nga ba nag-assess ng mga may possible mental conditions? If a patient comes in, okay, at ikaw yung receiving nurse, what are the things that you need to consider, or what are the things that you need to assess in order for you to determine what are the needs of your patient? Papasok yung patient, tatanungin mo, ma'am, anong problema? Sabihin sa'yo ng pasyente, ma'am, natatakot ako. Para akong kakabahan, para akong hindi ako mapakali. Okay? Ano pa? Usually sasabihin ng mga patients na may psychiatric disorder, ma'am, parang may sumusunod sa akin. Okay? And as a nurse, dapat meron kang fundamental understanding when it comes to communication techniques. Um, ito yung paano tayo magsalita, paano tayo makipag-communicate, paano natin kausapin yung mga patients na may mental condition. So pag sinabi ng patient sa'yo na victim siya ng rape, 'di ba? Paano yung approach natin? Okay, takot yung pasyente, nanginginig, okay, anxious, okay, or na-depress siya, paano yung approach natin, no? So, because of this, kailangan natin ng mga specific skills or abilities for us to deal with these kinds of patients. And isa na dun yung mga communication techniques na tinatawag. Okay? Aside from that, we have to gather the client's history. So ano yung mga history na kailangan natin? Aside from, after we know kung ano yung condition ng patient natin, ano na yung gagawin natin? So for the psychiatric side of healthcare, we do client history. So pag sinabi natin client history, we would like to know what are the physiological and psychological happenings or events in the patient's life that affected his or her present condition. So ano yun? Number one, we have the client's chief complaint or concern. So ayun, yung ano yung kanyang current concern, ano yung kanyang pinaka-chief complaint. Number two is the history of the present illness. So what happened to you days or hours before nagmanifest yung chief complaint natin or chief complaint ng patient. Number two is we have to identify the past psychiatric illness. Okay? So if it is something that is recurring, so we also ask what are the past psychiatric illnesses. So kung nagkaroon ba siya ng panic attacks before, nagkaroon din ba siya ng recurrence ng anxiety, na-depressed ba siya ulit, okay, or pabalik-balik yung kanyang condition. Aside from that, we also check for the family history and social history. Okay, so family history and social history can also affect the client's or patient's current condition, di ba? Recalling back kanina, ano yung mga factors? Pwedeng, um, tawag dito, personal, okay, interpersonal, which is yung relationship natin with other people, and social. So, kailangan din natin tignan yung history na ito kasi this could lead us to the diagnosis of our patient. Aside from that, we also need to know the personal or developmental history. Okay? Specific ito na applicable sa mga may mental retardation or intellectual disabilities. Okay? Because these delays or developmental history can also lead us to that specific disorder of your patient. And lastly, cultural considerations. Okay? So ano yung mga cultural practices? Baka itong mga cultural practices pala ang nag-cause ng psychological disorder ng patient. Okay? If you're familiar with documentaries or may mga napapanood kayong news ngayon, yung mga cults, mga kulto, mga ginagawa silang alay, no? So, ang nangyayari dito in the scientific world, okay, yun yung cultural consideration na kailangan natin makita. And this happenings can influence the overall mental health of the patient involved. So, pwede siyang mag-cause ng mental condition sa ating pasyente.